I think we just have, yeah, the story mission now. We'll probably not do a huge chunk again today. We'll do enough. Enough for me to not run out of things to talk about. Since it's a little tricky to make every day semi-thrilling. But I'm trying to put some stuff in my life that I could discuss. And hopefully make for a good YouTube upload. But I'm pretty sure we're about to get like really into the meat of the game now. Since I think there can't be much tutorial left, if any. There might just be like a couple learn how to use this ability kind of thing. But I know we're getting to a town soon. And I don't know. I don't know how much. I guess we're doing more underground right now. And I know it kind of opens up, like, freely to explore a little bit later. Okay, I was just checking to see if I was muted. I would be gutted if I did another, like, 15 minutes muted. We would have had maybe an hour plus upload. But I cut out the just flapping your gums with no sound. Forbidden Land. I don't think we get a power yet. I think this is probably just the neutral Forbidden Land. Spoiler alert, there's like heavy gravity and light gravity. Sort of combat styles? I guess that's what you would call it, combat styles. Probably stasis was a better option, but doing it this way for whatever reason. Gravity kick versus fast enemy. Wait for them to stop. Okay, that's the trick. Did the cactus count? Ew. Oops. But yeah, I guess, last night just did a bit more. Honestly, I've kind of, like I was saying the other day, I'm a little burnt out on it. Not like too burnt out. But it's hard for me to kind of keep focus on, you know, certain things. Like, I had basically a schedule. Not like a schedule, but, you know, Monday to Friday was study this, and then Saturday, Sunday was that. But, I'm finding it a little bit trickier to maintain that. Hey, Ika. Just started Gravity Rush. Streets is over. It was kind of a up and down kind of day, which I knew it would be online, because we're kind of at that point where we just have to clean up our game plan. I hope your day's going all right. As long as we don't go on a lose streak, I think we'll be good in Streets. I don't know. We might not make platinum, or not platinum. We might not make diamond. It is possible, but it's gonna be really tough. Oops. Yours worn out as a 30-year-old wallet. Man, I don't think I've had a wallet that long. Oh. I didn't realize what was happening until it was too late. I had this one, like, knockoff. It was a Kingdom Hearts wallet. But I didn't know it was knockoff until, like, years later when, like, I kept seeing them around. I'm like, this is totally not, like, official. You know, it's like Weeb's first buy. And then, like, as soon as you go to, like, more conventions, you're like, oh, this was, like, not official. And that one bit the dust quite a while ago. And then I had another wallet, and I think either I'm using it now or it also kind of wore out. And we're on another one. So I've not had wallets last too long. I think it's because I just take the cards out like way too much. Dude, that'd be a cool wallet to have. The Pulp Fiction wallet. As long as it's not like a duct tape wallet, I'll be good. Eat the enemies without shifting. Easy peasy. Piercing throw. Hold circle about 1 second. Even when not holding anything in the stasis field, to consume some SP gauge to perform a pierce throw. Every object will be pulled into a vortex. Put them in a large number. Or a large amount of... Where's large number? You can throw them and do a large amount of damage. Vortex will pierce through weaker enemies and continue to seek out other enemies. Oh, okay. I vaguely remember this, but I thought it was in heavy gravity only. Dude, that's cheating. This is... See, I remember being OP. Yeah, I used to buy so much, like, oh, Final Fantasy merch. Like, oh, what's this thing? Like, all this, like, useless junk. Just because it was, like, I had never seen it before. First anime convention, like, starstruck with the amount of merch. And then you find out it's all junk. Most of it is bootleg junk, because... I mean, the real stuff is not cheap. Fight the enemies and beware the mist. That's not great. Yes, it is Gravity Days, Ram. Hello. I mean, I've never called it Gravity Days. I know that's the Japanese title, but that wasn't what I grew up playing. Bootleg stuff kind of has its own charm, but it depends. Because I remember, what was it? Oh, I remember. I've told this story a couple times. Because, like, this was when I was a little bit more well-versed in, you know, convention merch. Okay, that's not really working. Like, I knew there was bootleg stuff, but I'd never, like... When you learn about the bootleg stuff, you know how to avoid it. So I had never gotten got yet. So there were some figures I was looking for. I'm like, well, they're old and like there's no way I'm gonna find them. Or like I didn't have an eBay account or something. There was something that, you know, didn't make it easy to okay, I think I need to not do it that way. So I saw one of the figures I was looking for. It was the Blackrock Shooter Deadmaster. The green one with the scythe. And I'm like, oh, perfect. You know, this guy has it. So I bought it. That was kind of like a gum pistol. You're right. No, so I bought the Deadmaster because that was one I was looking for. Got back to my room, opened it up, and I'm like, huh. I'm like, this feels kind of cheap. And I'm like, what? I'm like, the face is not really painted too well. And like, it was the Figma. It was the Deadmaster Figma, I should say. And I had other Figmas. I had all the other Blackrock Shooter ones except this one. And that was the one and only bootleg figure I ever bought. I went back to the guy and I'm like, hey, this thing is like you guys are selling a lot of official merch and this one was bootleg. Can you like, can I get like a refund? And they said, no, we can't give you a refund, but we'll exchange it for something else. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just grabbed like a Miku. Blackrock Shooter has had, I think it's had one OVA, it had one anime, and now I think it has a second anime based on the mobile app game, which I never played because I think it's just like Arknights, but probably worse. And I'm out of the gacha games. It's not that I hate them, it's that, you know, I never stick with them like long enough, and it just always devolves into like pull for this, pull for that, grind for this equipment. Well, that's because Blackrock Shooter is like a boomer thing. If you know about Blackrock Shooter, you were a weeb before anime was mainstream. if you ask anyone like who watches anime, it's like, oh, what's your favorite anime? And they're like Attack on Titan or whatever, One Punch Man. And you say, do you know what Nico Nico Doga is? They'd be like, what do you? No, I've never watched that show. And you're just like, oh man, I'm old. But even, I mean, age has nothing to do with it. It just means like you knew. And it's just not really a thing anymore. Come on. I'm just assuming like modern anime enjoyers are just young people. They've probably never even mispronounced wings of honey mayonnaise. I don't know what that is. I think you made me say something. Did I get got? Ika, did you get got me? Because I don't even know what that is. Wings of Hanamais? Which I probably said wrong. You're probably right about saying it wrong, but I've never even heard of it. Dude, I just want to get 2 more cactus. Yeah, I don't know. Something, I just never watched like older shows. I really only watched, you know, what was, you know, what is the style at the time. I think like the oldest show I watched was probably original Dragon Ball. And I mean watch, not like, oh, I've seen it. Like, of course I've seen like Astro Boy and like Gotcha Man. You know, I've seen the old stuff, but I've never watched it. Quickly defeat your enemies. Use a special attack. Press triangle. I'm trying. Game, I'm trying. What was Gynax? See, I regret not watching like Gynax's older stuff. They have a lot of stuff I haven't watched. Even, I never remember the name of it. I want to say it's called Die Buster. There's like a 2-parter. It's like Die Buster and something else. Which I've never watched. Just a lot of their movies. And I'm talking like peak. Gunbuster and Die Buster, yeah. Like I should watch those, but I've never watched them. I mean, there's even like trigger shows that I haven't watched. I never watched Gridman. I didn't watch Kisniver. I didn't watch Darling in the Franxx, which I've heard is better left unwatched. But I know Kisniver is kind of like low-key really good. It's just not like... It's not like a trigger show. It's kind of like their B-team show. Like Gridman. Which I've heard is also pretty good. Oh, and I guess Dynazen on it had like a second season. I didn't finish Ninja Slayer, which is weird because I love their kind of lighter shows like Inferno Cop and Luluco. So why I never finished Ninja Slayer? Couldn't tell you. I think it was at the time I was kind of probably busy. And I wish it... I don't think it's on Netflix. Netflix only seems to have their bigger shows. And I'm really adamant about making like a Crunchyroll account. I'm done. Are we getting the boost? Yeah, I figured this was happening soon. Just a little jump. But yeah, I kind of need to browse through Netflix a little bit more just to see if they've added anything really worth watching. I did watch the new Dungeons and Dragons movie just because I was just seeing what they had on there. Just to preface, I know essentially nothing about Dungeons and Dragons except for owlbears, which I knew were in the movie, and the spell hot metal. Besides that, I have no knowledge besides it's played with dice. And it seems like the movie kind of knew most people didn't know, because it was just like a big dumb kind of funny movie. Watch the show for the movies of those two. Annihilation plays a big part in them. Christopher Nolan is known for using ideas from anime. Is this about Gunbusters and Diebuster? Or was it about any of the other shows that I watched? Okay. You know what movie is insanely entertaining? And I didn't know it was based off a manga until, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago, is Edge of Tomorrow, the Tom Cruise movie, also known as Live, Die, Repeat. That movie is so entertaining. I could just watch it a million times. Did they make a sequel? No, it's all kind of wrapped up. But I remember I was on Viz's website because, you know, whatever. They just upload the Shonen Jump there for free every week. And I think it had like the same name, like Live, Die, Repeat or Edge of Tomorrow or something. And I started reading it. I'm like, huh. This is like that movie. That Tom Cruise movie that I've watched a bunch of times. It's a very good background movie, I should say. Kind of like Starship Troopers. Oh, they're trying to get a sequel made. That's semi-annoying because I would really like to see a sequel to Dread. And not Edge of Tomorrow, which kind of wrapped up. I like that it's a movie that just has a beginning, middle, and end. And Dread, they've been trying to get a sequel made since the original. I'm a new RoboCop again. I saw the reboot. It was not that good. It was actually, I'm pretty sure the new RoboCop was the very first time I ever heard the song Hocus Pocus. And like that, I'm like, man, that was a catchy song. And that was was the only part of the movie I liked. Then I found out later one of my friends had it on his Spotify playlist. I'm like, how do you know this song? He's like, dude, like, my parents are old. They play this in the house sometimes. And I'm like, oh, I know it from RoboCop. So that was a weird conversation. Hidden land beyond the gravity storm was a strange world. A rift plane. After bringing the hall from the strange place, I couldn't contain my excitement at the treasure we discovered, not knowing Voga was preparing a more difficult challenge. I'll be reading only the cliff notes. See those treasure. Those were what I was talking about yesterday. Those treasure chests. That's what you would like find and send to other people online. Okay, it looks like we can go back underground. Increase maximum health. I did equip the talisman game. I did equip it. Unless I have one in like all of the slots. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. Fun movie. I only read like, I think it only had the like first chapter or two to be read. And I was like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't know why you'd make a sequel. Unless, you know, it's kind of like one of those like pseudo sequels where it's essentially the same movie but with different characters. But clearly from your little blurb you grabbed, it still is going to have Tom Cruise in it, so you know. Probably not taking that route with the sequel. I don't think any movie like kind of does that. I'm trying to think of one besides like Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. Before like they turned it into just the Mike Myers franchise. Or Michael Myers, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think like if there was like X movie 1 and then X movie 2. Where it was basically, I guess Saw is kind of like that a little bit. It still has like the main-ish antagonist, but it's essentially the same thing with different characters. Saw is kind of like that. And I guess like Friday the 13th. Alright, side mission. Help surveying the mining site. Be the two of us. Need data to figure out how much ore we can expect. Gonna scare a problem. Okay. Yeah, that was it. I just watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I see why people say it was pretty good. Oh, obviously, well, I guess I know about the Mimics, but Mimics is like in everything now. Oh, you can skip. Whatever was happening, we could skip it. Pretty much just like mining. Oh. One of these missions. Hello? There we go. Oh. Now we mine the gems. I still haven't watched the new season of Baki. That's gonna happen eventually. I'm only staying subscribed for like a month, so it's not like I can sit around on it. Still haven't watched any of Ashoka, the Star Wars show. I'm not subscribed to Disney Plus, but my subscription already like I already paid it. So I have it until about mid-September. I think people are like, they're theorizing that the guy who played Starkiller in like the, what was it, Force Unleashed games is going to appear in this show. And they're gonna make him canon. So I don't know. And I was wondering, I'm like, what sense does that make? And I'm like, oh wait, he was the apprentice of Darth Vader. So it kind of would make sense. I don't know. Maybe in the context of the story, maybe it would make sense for him to show up. But I don't think when Netflix pulls out a win, they really pull out a win. Like everyone's just going to be talking about One Piece probably until season 2. And if it gets announced, like, didn't get renewed, I don't know what will happen. But we're kind of in that post, like, oh man, it was amazing kind of time. People are finding, you know, more like things to sort of point out, like, hey, this could have been done better. And this was maybe not necessary. A lot of it has to do with, I think, how much Garp is involved and how little time they spent on Sanji and Usopp. Which seems weird because they both got 2 episodes. Like, kind of, like, introducing them. But yeah, that seems to be a common thing now, is too much Garp, not enough Sanji and Usopp. Which, I mean, you could totally fix in, like, season 2. But that won't be for quite some time, if ever. We're under the assumptions that it's going to happen, which I think it is. Also, whatever happened with Squid Game Season 2? I thought that was a show nobody had really asked for, but is happening. Dude, it's still so hot. And it's not going to cool down until, like, bedtime. So today's not going to be fun. Trying to think of what else was going on. I mean, I know I was talking about sort of the study regiment kind of being a little bit tricky right now, but you know, there's definite improvement, which is nice. It's nice to see. But it's kind of hard to stay like focused on, you know, the way I've kind of set it up for myself, because I kind of want to just do this instead of that, and it's you know, I can't stay focused on, you know, what I'm set up for myself, and you know, also what I want to do. Don't move. Thank you. Still not moving. Thank you. Yeah, at least that's going still. And kind of around the time my Disney Plus is going to expire. We'll know. We'll know if we're setting up for something big or if we're still going to be waiting. I really wish there's some stuff to stasis. I want to say one of the abilities does like let you just make something. I want to say that exists. See, it's OP. It's OP. Oh, there's the gum pistol again. I'll never not see that now. Thank you, Ika. Okay, he's done, right? None more? What a smooth talker. Fills the gravity gauge whenever damage is done to an enemy in normal style. Expands the radius where gems and talisman are collected. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty good. Seems better than more health and more health. Wait, what? Does it give it to you right away? I don't remember it giving you the original outfits right away. Maybe it's because we played the remaster. Oops. I'm trying to get all the things checked off. Okay, power up. I know I want the evade kick. What about gravity kick? Can do 2. Oh, we're 1 short. Thanks, game. Stasis. Good enough. Oh, this one's premium. So this one's definitely more rare. I want to say this one's better. I want to say it's better because more health isn't really a problem right now. I forgot there was a map button. What's this? I think that's just to go back down. It said use D-pad up for photo mode. I don't think we have photo mode. So that must be from Gravity Rush 1. Alright, so we'll do this story mission, and I think by the time it's over, we'll be well into looking to wrap stream up today. Dog without a collar. big squeeze. Kind of glad we took the stasis.
Cat.
So what, we're just gonna cheat. Oh, I didn't know it auto like takes you off. I'm not doing too well. I said we were gonna cheat, but we suck. Kind of reminds me of Mr. Vile from Banjo-Kazooie, where you would just eat the ones that were in front of him. And basically just win that way. Now we're cheating. Now we're cheating. I think what happens is they just pull like the target down. Yeah. So you can't win. It's a scripted event. Which I don't understand. You could just hit the one on the ground. But I guess that's not in the spirit of the sport. Or maybe you have to go up to that ship? I can't remember. I was looking for them. Okay, it has nothing to do with that. Okay, so it's not what I was thinking. So I guess we have to lose.
Class séance. Oh, yeah. Ave. Love. Oshi. Boalaka. Keba. Lausch. Cat. Sui.
So now it's Thunderdome.
Dusty.
Tu sais. Seiya. Oh! Oh no! Je sais.
Oh, that's pretty easy. What's with the running, dude? Oh, now here's the challenge. Got new moves? Which actually sped it up quite a bit.
Avi, Josette. Tu servi. Ah, noir rocherie. Bogo. Foes.
Fez vivo. Juduleit. Eshalao ladu. Sijulan nuen.
Okay, so not... Town will be tomorrow.
Yato. Pessoa. Uju?
All right. Took a couple hours, but made it here. I do remember taking it like just a little chunk of time to kind of get into the game. Whole new city to explore. Here's the camera. Connected to PlayStation Network. Share your photos for review online. Yeah. Sure. You earn through online events, just getting your photo reviewed or winning challenges. Sony, why'd you do it?